one of the things that you can do is go to setup. It's going to happen to you at some point. So just recall that if you set your IP at your network access, so go ahead and type in network access under security. And then we want to set our IP ranges. So what you're going to do is go and open up a new tab and type in my IP address. And when you do that, just copy the number that comes up for your public IP address. And then create a range. Like you have to create a range, like a start point and an end point. So all you want to do is, so my range ends in 85, is you just want to create two numbers that band that 85. So I'm going to use 80 and 90, right? So change that to 80 and change this one. I'm going to change this one to 90 so that my number sits right in between them. And then once you hit save, it's telling this Salesforce org that you are okay to log into this org from this IP range. So it's a way to override that security setting so that you can get into the data loader, because it's like Salesforce is recognizing that this third-party app is trying to get into Salesforce and it's blocking it. So the way that you can override that is by setting that IP range, so it recognizes that you are a user that should be using this org. Now I just got to remember my password, but other than that, that should be able to fix your issue. Can you try that, Sparrow, and anybody else who's getting blocked out? So now I was able to successfully log in. Jennifer, are you able to correct the error using the IP range? Anybody else being blocked out? Are you guys all logged in? Once you're logged in, it should say login successful here.
I'm still getting the error message.
Did you put the IP range in?
Yeah.
So if the IP range didn't fix it, then it is probably your password. Are you entering the right username and password?
Yes.
So you may have to reset your password.
Okay.
Because if you are incorrectly entering that username or password, that would be the only other reason why. Well, one thing before you do that, where it says Salesforce login URL, what does it say here? Make sure it says login.salesforce.com. The same thing that I have here.
It says that. I'll try again.
Okay.
I was able to get in. I'm not able to chat for some reason, but I'm able to get in.
Okay, did you set the IP range?
Yes.
Okay. Farah, make sure that that IP range bands your IP address correctly, because it needs to, like, it has to, your IP address, like mine is 204.15.206.85, it needs to sit in between these two numbers. So 85 is between 80 and 95.
Mine ends at 50, so I did it 40 and 50. Should I do 60 and 70?
Do 40 and then like 55.
40.
Try that. Anybody else? If you guys are successfully in the data loader, can you put a green check or let us know that you got in? Julio, if you're having any issues, just private chat Cynthia so she can help you with that installation of the data loader.
Okay, I will.
Got it. Thank you.
All right, cool. Yeah. So the thing is that the only way that that data loader will throw you an issue is if you didn't band it correctly, your IP address, or if you forgot your password. So those are the two things you need to check. And this happens to me all the time. Like I work in a lot of different orgs and I get bumped out of orgs all the time. So it's just something for you to know and something for you to remember, because it can be completely frustrating if you're going back and changing your password 100 times and it's still not letting you in. It's because you got to create that IP range. So now we're gonna go ahead and hit next. And then here is where you're gonna say, where am I trying to insert these records? Which object? So by default, it only shows some of the objects available to you. So if you're trying to upload like activities, for example, it's not here. Well, I don't know where these red marks are coming from. That's weird. I have no idea what that is. That's so weird. Sorry about that. I forgot to make you co-host. Let me make you co-host real quick before I continue here. Michael, Annabelle, and Cynthia.